Let's be honest, brother. A lot of men out there assume that every "I miss you" text means she's completely in love with them, but that's not always the case. Words are easy. Anyone can say the right thing. Actions, though? Actions tell the real story. They're the evidence, the blueprint, the truth. Today, I'm going to walk you through 7 things women only do for the man they genuinely love. Not the guy they're casually interested in. Not the one they're simply passing time with. I'm talking about the man who truly has her heart, completely, deeply, with no backup plan in sight. Once you recognize these signs, you won't get swept away by empty words or surface-level affection. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. And when a woman truly loves you, her actions become a reflection of the man you are. They reveal what's happening inside her far more honestly than anything she could ever say. Let's get into it. Number 1, she cares for you without being asked. When a woman genuinely loves you, something changes within her. She naturally becomes a quiet source of strength behind you, supporting you, noticing the little things, giving without hesitation. Not because you asked her to. Not because you expected it. But because she truly wants to. She'll hand you your coffee before the thought even crosses your mind. She'll notice the exhaustion in your eyes before you say a single word. She'll check in on the smallest details, your meeting, whether you ate lunch, how you're really doing. Now let me make something clear. This isn't about traditional gender roles or submission. It's about emotional investment. When a woman's heart is fully committed, your well-being becomes part of her own. She'll cook, clean, pray for you, help you, encourage you, not because she feels obligated, but because love naturally moves her to do so. To her, your progress becomes her victory. Your peace becomes her peace. Every success you experience feels personal to her. But here's the reality. She won't do those things for just anyone. She won't reorganize her life around a maybe. She won't fold your clothes if you're simply filling time. She won't bring you soup when you're sick if she's still entertaining other options. That kind of care, that quiet everyday devotion, only appears when she's truly chosen you. When her walls have come down and she's allowed herself to be emotionally vulnerable. So the next time you're trying to figure out where you stand with a woman, don't focus only on what she tells you. Pay close attention to what she consistently does when nobody else is around. Because that's where the real love letter is written. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." And when her thoughts are filled with you, her actions naturally reflect that. That reflection is what separates genuine love from simple convenience. Number 2, she defends you when you're not around. Want to know whether she truly loves you? Pay attention to how she talks about you when you're not there to hear it. Does her face brighten when someone brings up your name? Does she protect your reputation as if it were her own? Does she stop her friends from making fun of you? Does she shut down gossip, even when it's disguised as harmless jokes? Because here's the truth. If a woman doesn't genuinely care, she'll usually stay quiet. She'll let the comments slide. She might even laugh along when someone points out your flaws. She'll silently agree when someone says, "He's too quiet," or "He's a little intense." But a woman who truly loves you becomes your unseen protector. She won't hesitate to correct even her closest friend. She'll confidently say, "Don't talk about him like that," and she'll mean every word. Even if it creates an awkward moment, even if it brings tension into the room, she'll choose to stand up for you rather than stay comfortable. Why? Because defending someone when they aren't present is loyalty. It's love that doesn't need an audience or recognition. In her heart, you're not simply the man she's dating. You've become part of who she is. Your reputation, your dignity, your name, they matter to her just as much as her own. So if you're wondering how deep her feelings really go, ask yourself one question: what does she say about me when I'm not around? Because if she isn't willing to protect your name in your absence, she hasn't earned the privilege of standing beside you in your presence. The Stoic philosopher Seneca wrote, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence on the future. When she stands up for you, she's not worried about winning other people's approval. She's confident in the choice she's made. And that confidence is one of the clearest signs of genuine love. Number 3, she becomes emotionally exclusive before the relationship even has a label. This one is subtle. If you're not paying close attention, it's easy to overlook. A lot of people believe exclusivity begins the moment you sit down together and make things official. They think it starts with a conversation where both of you agree, we're together now. But when a woman genuinely loves you, that shift takes place long before any title is attached to the relationship. She gradually stops responding to the other guys in her DMs, not because you demanded it, but because they simply don't matter anymore. She quietly creates distance from male friends whose intentions were never completely innocent. She becomes more mindful of where she goes, the situations she puts herself in, and the kind of energy she entertains, especially if she knows it could make you uncomfortable. And she doesn't do it out of fear. She does it out of respect. This isn't about control. It isn't about rules or restrictions. It's about honor. Her heart makes the decision long before her lips ever say the words. In many ways, she's already chosen you before you've officially asked her to. That's how you know. Not because of the cute selfies she sends or the affectionate messages she writes, but because of the quiet sacrifices she makes when no one is paying attention. And here's what makes it even more meaningful. None of it happens because you pressured her. She's not changing herself to avoid conflict or to earn your approval. She's simply choosing you, quietly and consistently, every single day. Deep down, she's already decided you're her man. That's the difference. When a woman truly loves you, she naturally begins to regulate her own behavior. Not because she's seeking validation, and not because she's afraid of losing you, but because risking what she's building with you no longer feels worth it. She stops posting attention-seeking photos, not because she's insecure, but because she values the intimacy that's growing between the two of you. She doesn't accidentally end up partying until 3 a.m. with people connected to her ex. She doesn't keep one foot outside the relationship just in case something better comes along. Instead, you'll begin to notice a quiet transformation. She becomes more grounded. More private. Less interested in performing for the world. Why? Because real love isn't focused on showing off. It focuses on protecting what matters. The moment a woman starts guarding what the two of you are building as though it's something sacred, you become much more than someone she's casually dating. You've become the center of her emotional world. So don't become obsessed with titles or relationship statuses. Pay attention to the behavior that comes before the label. Because if she's already showing up as though she belongs with you, without a ring, without an announcement, without making it official. That's what real love looks like. And if she isn't, then deep down, you already know the answer. Epictetus once taught, no great thing is created suddenly. The same is true for genuine exclusivity. It doesn't appear overnight. It's built through countless small decisions, each one strengthening the bond that came before it. And with every choice she makes, her emotional investment in you continues to grow. Number 4, she adapts to your world without losing herself. This is the difference between someone who's just passing time and a woman who's truly invested. When a woman genuinely loves you, she doesn't try to take control of your world. She doesn't compete with your purpose. She doesn't try to shrink your dreams just to make more space for herself. She doesn't pull you away from your path simply because she wants more attention or security. Instead, she learns your rhythm. She pays attention to your ambition like it's a language she wants to understand. She finds ways to become part of your life, not by disappearing into it, but by adding value to it. She'll start showing up for your games, your projects, your events, not just as someone who's there watching, but as someone who believes in what you're building. She'll learn the things that matter to you. Not because they're naturally important to her, but because you are. But don't misunderstand this. She's not losing herself inside your world. She's still her own woman. Still confident. Still independent. Still complete on her own. She simply chooses to build alongside you instead of building against you. And that's rare. That's powerful. That's love with full commitment. Instead of fighting against your direction, she learns how to move with you. Not to impress you. Not to manipulate you. But because she genuinely wants to understand the man she decided to choose. Maybe you're the type of man who stays up late working out. She doesn't roll her eyes or make you feel guilty for it. She's comfortable with the 11 p.m. call after your workout, listening as you talk about your progress, your goals, and the things you're chasing, because she understands that's a part of who you are. You're building something. You're focused. You're working hard. You're not always available for endless 3-hour conversations. She doesn't see that as rejection. She gives you the room to grow without creating distance between you. She brings presence, not pressure. Even during your quiet moments, she finds ways to communicate. I see you. I believe in you. I'm here. She starts asking deeper questions. Not just, how was your day? But, what keeps you awake at night? What are you trying to create? Who are the people influencing your journey? She learns the names of the people who inspire you. She understands the meaning behind your routines. She notices the silent battles you carry that you don't always talk about. But here's the thing that makes her different. She doesn't disappear into your identity. She continues running her own race. She continues chasing her own dreams. She continues showing up as the complete, powerful woman she is. She doesn't lose herself in your world. She becomes connected to it. She becomes the harmony that complements your rhythm, adding beauty instead of creating chaos. She's not a distraction. She's not a setback. She's not searching for someone to hide behind. She's searching for someone she can build a life with. And brother, that's real love. Not the loud kind filled with constant fireworks and temporary excitement, but the quiet, steady kind that says, I choose you again and again. So if she's making adjustments, becoming part of your world, and supporting your journey without abandoning who she is, understand what you have. You don't just have luck. You have something meaningful. Because real love isn't about possession. It's about alignment. Marcus Aurelius wrote, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. When she adapts to your world without losing herself, she's exercising her own strength. She's choosing to stand beside you, not because she has no choice, but because she truly wants to. And that choice is what makes it powerful.